Those were the headlines. Now for the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq has issued 2 royal decrees. Royal Decree number 10/2023 on designating some lands for the purposes of renewable energy and clean energy. Article number 1, the state owns land specified in the overall land scheme attached hereof shall be designated for the purposes of renewable energy and clean hydrogen projects. Article number 2, the land specified in Article 1 hereof shall not be granted nor shall be assigned by the concerned government authorities in any form of disposal without a prior written approval from the Ministry of Energy and Mineral. Article number 3, the usufruct of the land specified in Article 1 hereof shall be granted to Oman Hydrogen Company on a request from Ministry of Energy and Minerals specifying the usufruct area as per the procedure specified by law. Article number 4, Oman Hydrogen Company may segment the usufruct area and subcontract with others to utilize the segmented lands for the purposes of renewable energy and clean hydrogen projects through bidding that is subject to publicity, equal opportunity, equality, and free competition. Article number 5, the Minister of Hydrogen and Minerals may within 30 days of the issue of this decree approve some projects on renewable energy and clean hydrogen without conducting the bidding specified in Article 4 hereof. Article 6, the Minister of Energy and Minerals shall issue the rules and regulations of activities in connection to renewable energy and clean hydrogen projects. Article 7 cancels all that contravenes this decree or contradicts with its provisions. Article number 8, this decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and shall come into effect from the date of its issue. Royal Decree number 11/2023, Article number 1, the names mentioned in the attached list shall be designated as Supreme Court judges. Article number 2, this decree shall be published in the Official Gazette and shall come into effect from the date of its issue. The list of judges assigned in the Supreme Court: number 1, Dr. Majid bin Hilal bin Hamdan al-Hajri. 2, Sulaiman bin Nasir bin Sulaiman al-Na'bi. Number 3, Badr bin Muhsin bin Hamad al-Rashdi. 4, Ahmed bin Nasir bin Muhammad al-Kharusi. 5, Abdullah bin Ali bin Saeed al-Hinai. 6, Dr. Hassan bin Khalif bin Saeed al-Riyami. 7, Hamoud bin Khalfan bin Muhammad al-Rashdi. 8, Dr. Muhammad bin Hilal bin Nasir al-Ma'wali. 9, Sultan bin Sulaiman bin Abdullah al-Rashdi. 10, Khamis bin Saeed bin Hamad al-Ghafri. 11, Isa bin Sultan bin Salim al-Shabibi. 12, Hamad bin Saeed bin Mubarak al-Tobi. 13, Abdul Rahman bin Abdul Sattar bin Ahmed al-Kamli. 14, Saleh bin Mansour bin Salim al-Sarmi. 15, Dr. Thani bin Salim bin Mubarak al-Amri. 16, Yahya bin Saleh bin Salim al-Busaidi. 17, Ibrahim bin Yahya bin Mas'ud al-Thani. 18, Ahmed bin Abdullah bin Saleh al-Jabri. 19, Muhammad bin Salim bin Dahman al-Nahdi. 20, Dr. Muhammad bin Saif bin Ali al-Sa'di. 21, Abdullah bin Nasir bin Muhammad al-Naimi. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Gitanas Nausėda of the Republic of Lithuania on his country's National Day. His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs, presided over the celebration of the engineering services of the Ministry of Defense at Al Shafaq Club on its annual day, which falls on the 15th of February every year. The celebration began with a visual presentation that touched on the roles of engineering services in supporting all departments of the Ministry of Defense and the Sultan's armed forces in various fields, as well as their development efforts. His Highness, the Deputy Prime Minister for Defense Affairs, praised the national efforts provided by the engineering service. The Sultan's armed forces concluded this morning its participation in the joint Oman-UAE exercise Cooperation 3 in the UAE capital Abu Dhabi, which started on the 6th of February. Specialized units from the Sultan's Armed Forces from the Royal Guard of Oman, the Royal Air Force of Oman, and the Royal Navy of Oman participated in the joint military maneuver that is in line with the series of joint military training program between armed forces from both countries. The exercise seeks to maintain the high level of performance and combat readiness for both countries and exchange military expertise. With the conclusion of its work in Salalah, the International Green Energy Conference recommended security building permits that guarantee compliance with international rules of sustainability. The conference also recommended introducing awareness programs in educational institutions on the feasibility of sustainable technologies and efficient uses of the Internet of Things in the fields of solar energy and wind energy. The recommendations drew attention to converting solid waste into useful energy, noting that it will enhance the circular economy in the Sultanate of Oman. Still to come in our news bulletin. Amazon unit Zoox tests robot taxi on California city streets. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. Al-Khalil bin Ahmed Center for Arabic and Humanities Studies at Nizwa University held a symposium on the late Sheikh Nasser bin Abdullah al-Harrasi and his scientific and reform efforts. More details in the following report.
In tribute to the abundant scientific and cultural contributions of the late Sheikh Nasser bin Abdullah al-Harrasi, may his soul rest in peace, Al-Khalil bin Ahmed Center for Arabic and Humanities Studies at the University of Nizwa held a symposium on the accomplishments of Sheikh Nasser al-Harrasi as one of the reputed scholars of the Sultanate of Oman in the modern era.
The aim is to focus on this personality. We are at the University of Nizwa and Al-Khalil Center. One of our objectives is to study Omani history, Omani culture, including Omani personalities, famous personalities, and whether to organize symposiums like this one or to write books on them. So the focus here is on this personality as a very well-known person in the society, who educator, who contributed a lot of efforts and achieved lots of objectives in order to help the society and serve the society.
The research papers explored the reform endeavors of Sheikh Nasser during his lifetime in Farq village in the Wilaya of Nizwa and his efforts in social and economic development.
Sheikh Nasser al-Harrasi was one of the great scholars in Dakhliya region, in Farq, especially in Nizwa, and he spent his life to educate, to re-inform, to help people. All his time, his money, and his effort is given to the people to make them much better. He is also a great person in the kind of investment, as economy is the most important aspect in our life today. So those people like Sheikh Nasser has spent a lot to make the society is helping itself by enhancing and by activating the different aspects of the economy.
The discussion sessions shed light on the biography of Sheikh Nasser al-Harrasi, his scientific reputation locally and abroad, as well as his approach and legacy in jurisdiction, Arabic language, and various historical, intellectual, and cultural contexts. Such seminars promote the achievements of Omani scholars who have made tangible impacts in different scopes of life. From the University of Nizwa, Saleh Bukhalfan al-Rahbi, Al-Dakhiliya, Governorate.
The University of Technology and Applied Sciences in Sur celebrated the graduation ceremony of the year 2023. Around 140 students graduated from 3 colleges. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Yahya bin Badr al-Ma'wali, Governor of South Sharqiya. Here is a report.
Graduation Day is the day that every student is waiting for. In this day, these graduates are finally receiving with their happiness their certificates, which they worked hardly for over several years.
I am very happy and I'm proud from myself because today I reached in this stage after 5 years from hard study, and I want to thank for all my family, friends, teachers, and everyone who helped me to be here after 5 years.
Indescribable happiness can be seen and felt all over the place. It is more obvious on the faces of graduates, their families, their teachers, and their friends.
Today I am very happy about this day because it is one of my dreams and I reached it finally. And it is a hard, long road I go on this college and my studies. And also I want to thank all my teachers because they are built my experience and also they are built my myself also. And also I can say I am very, very, very happy for this day.
Reaching this stage means the beginning of another stage in life. Hence, these graduates are ready for the next stage with their skills and wide knowledge they gained during their journey of study in this university. 139 students are graduating with diploma or bachelor degree from 3 different programs, namely Applied Biotechnology, Mass Communication, and Information Technology. And now, they are ready to join labor market and help with their wide knowledge and skills.
After several years of hard work and dedication, these graduates have finally reached the stage which they have waited for so long, and they are expressing that they are full of experiences and skills and really ready to join the labor market. Sultan bin Saif al-Sara'i from South Sharqiya Governorate, Wilaya of Sur.
The Sultanate of Oman witnessed during the past days a cycling competition that was both exciting and showed the mesmerizing beauty of the country to the world. Tour of Oman that happened during the 11th to the 15th of February 2023 attracted all the lovers of cycling in the Sultanate of Oman and abroad. More details in the following report.
Every year, the cyclist enthusiast and sporting community in general within the Sultanate of Oman and abroad awaits for Tour of Oman, which started this year on the 11th of February and continued till the 15th of February 2023.
We usually call it the jewel of all the stages, Jabal Akhdar, because it's very hard, it's very challenging for the riders. And after 6 days of competition and then in Tour of Oman. Plus this year we witness the birth of a new race, which is Muscat Classic. We are trying to emphasize the importance of Muscat, and this is, I can say it's a new brand to promote Muscat city, and also we are trying to bring more the best of the best riders to participate in Tour of Oman.
The Tour of Oman span over 5 stages. The first stage was from Al Rustaq Fort towards Oman Convention and Exhibition Center with a total distance of 147.5 kilometers. The second stage started from Sultan Qaboos complex and ended in Qurayat with a total distance of 174 kilometers, while the third stage started in Al Khobar in Wilayat Samail with a total distance of 152 kilometers. The fourth stage had a build-up from the Wilaya of Izki all the way to Yiti Hills in Muscat Governorate for a total of 205 kilometers. The final and fifth stage started in the Wilaya of Samail and ended in Wilayat Al-Jabal Al-Akhdar with a climb and an epic finish line after 152.5 kilometers. This summed up to more than 830 kilometers of breathtaking scenery and landscape that the Sultanate of Oman offered to those cyclists and the entire world, as Tour of Oman was broadcasted on more than 180 media channels worldwide and witnessed the participation of 18 teams and 126 riders, including Oman national team.
I want to say about Tour of Oman, it's the participation of Oman national team. They improved. If you compare their participation this year with the previous editions, they are really improved. Their classification is much better. Their performance is much better. They learn psychologically and physically. And this is one of our aim in Oman Cycling Association, is to develop young Omani riders and also technical teams in all aspects and the administrative team in order to have a full-fledged team for cycling in Oman.
The final stage revealed the winner of this tour, who was Matthew Jorgensen from USA, riding for Team Movistar, and the stage winner, who was Mauri van Sivant from Soudal Quick Step Team. While Bora Hansgrohe was selected as the best team for this tour. It's worthy of mention that this tour also witnessed the launch of the first edition of Muscat Classic, which is a one-day race of 173 kilometers in distance. Tour of Oman 2023 ended here beautifully in Ad-Dakhiliya Governorate. There was 5 different stages of competition with more than 830 kilometers in stake. A new addition was Muscat Classic Race, which took them within a beautiful tour of Muscat. For Oman TV and from Ad-Dakhiliya Governorate, Ahmed bin Hilal Al-Busaidi.
Amazon.com Incorporated self-driving vehicle unit Zoox said on February 13th it has successfully tested a robotaxi with employees as passengers on a public road in a move to bring it closer to commercial service for the general public. Here is a report.
The test, conducted on February 11 between 2 Zoox buildings a mile apart at its headquarters in Foster City, California, was part of the launch of a no-cost employee shuttle service that will also help the company refine its technology. Chief Executive Aisha Evans stated that putting the vehicle on an open public road and validating their approach to all of the different requirements, including regulatory, is a big step, and they wouldn't have done it unless internally they were already looking at the line of sight for going commercial. The industry's automated vehicle segment hasn't rolled out as fast as originally expected, as the technology has proven tough to master. Zoox Robotaxi, built as a fully autonomous vehicle from scratch rather than retrofitting existing cars for self-driving, comes without a steering wheel or pedals and has room for 4 passengers with 2 facing each other. Online retailer Amazon, which has been aggressively expanding into self-driving technology, bought Zoox for $1.3 billion in 2020. But rapid interest rate hikes and weak consumer demand sparked fears of a global recession, forcing many companies, including automakers and tech giants, to trim their workforces and claw back costs. Zoox tech chief said the company has been prudent about its growth, but was still on track to reach 2,500 employees this year, up from just under 2,000 employees at the beginning of the year.
This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq has issued 2 royal decrees. His Highness Sayyid Shihab bin Tariq Al Saeed presides over the celebration of the engineering services of the Ministry of Defense on its annual day. And the International Green Energy Conference recommends securing building permits that guarantee compliance with international rules of sustainability. With that, we come to the end of tonight's bulletin. From all of us here at the newsroom and the studios, it's a good night, stay safe, and have an incredible long weekend.